up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Ultra Monster 500 series M1 and Destrudos. Alright, my zillions, got a couple more of these small vinyls just ahead of more coming in here at Ultrazilla Toys. Actually, I have a box from HLJ that should have at least a couple more of these guys in there that I haven't opened yet. I will be opening it soon. But these were the last two that came in prior to this latest HLJ shipment. And that is M1 and Destrudos, both from Ultraman Z. So, spoilers, this Destrudos guy that you're seeing right here is the final baddie in the show. And he's kind of interesting. M1 was probably in one of my favorite episodes of the season, surprisingly so, because it is such a weird beast. But without any further ado, let's get to the review. Alright, so let's start off this review by taking a look at the tags, a quick look at these. Ultra Monster series. Weren't they called Ultra Monster 500? I guess so. This one's M1. This is number 132. Nothing here on the inside except for some numbers. Nothing really going on in the back. Not the greatest looking tags, to be honest. This is number 134. Number 133 was Ultroid Zero, which I've already reviewed here. But yeah, I had picked up Ultroid Zero from Hobby Search, I believe. So I had it a little bit earlier because with these guys, I just wait until I have a bunch of stuff ready to roll. So here's a little trick that I do, if you guys don't know, to take out these little tags. Take my handy dandy hairdryer. And then you're about like 20 seconds or so. Maybe a little, you need a little bit longer. I'll do the other one off camera. But when you do that, you're just able to pull it out, just like so. And then if you want to put it back, you're gonna be able to do that as well by heating it up and finding the right hole and sticking it in again. So, little bit of a trick that I learned from my pal Steven of Steven's Toy Reviews. There you go. I'm going to get out M1 and we'll continue this review. Alright, with the tags taken out, M1's articulation. The arms swivel and his body swivels. For Destrudos, the arms swivel, and I believe that's it. I don't think anything else moves, so only 2 points of articulation here. Now, M1 is a fellow that I didn't think I was gonna like, but I ended up really liking this kaiju, man-made kaiju on the show. Oh, I thought it was pretty good. It's not the first appearance of it. It is super weird looking, right? But, you know, it works. It works. Really super long arms. I like how they kind of separated the arms here, the color of the brown. It kind of like bleeds in. It's not the most perfect looking way to do it, but it's not terrible, and it gives it a, you know, a little bit of a feel of a more realistic take on it. So I do like how the fur looks on there. And then the body, as you can see, has some nice little wrinkles in it. Some yeah, it works, you know. Good stuff. A little cracking and stuff. But here you got some messed up paint. Straight up messed up paint on the side. Not on this side, but on here, blop, 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 blop. I don't know what happened. All up and down. That's ugly. That's ugly, unfortunately. The knees, yep, they don't look so bad. I do like the sculpt. The feet, they're okay. Not so bad. Got the B China 2009. So I guess this is a reissue of a figure. But it shouldn't be a reissue because it's got new numbering, unless they, I don't know. That's a weird thing to me. You guys let me know if you know. Hands look pretty good. I like his little tail. Little short legs there. Nice fur texture throughout. Up here looks pretty interesting. A little more furry collar here. And then the head sculpt is so odd. It's just like a weird caricature. Alright, taking a look at the Destrudos here, and now, at the time of this recording, it looks like Ultraman Z is about to air again on the Ultraman channel, the official Ultraman channel, so check it out if you haven't. There is spoilers within this figure that I won't go over, but I'm just going to say that this part is really nicely sculpted and nicely painted silver. There is a lot of paint on here. Obviously, it's multiple monsters. Again, just for the sake of folks that didn't get to see it the first time around and want to see it, I'm just not going to say it too much, but I do like the sculpt, and I do like that there is actually a lot of paint. They went all out for one of these little dudes, little kaiju ultra monsters, you know, for the final monster. So the tail looks really good. Very, very nice sculpt. And try to keep it not too spoiler. Again, it only because it's airing again. I do know not everyone got to check it out the first time, and there's a lot more hype on it now. So there. Okay. Really good sculpt. There is a little bit of paint bleed here, but it's fine. And then it kind of gradiates into this gray on this, like, pylon spike. Again, I'm not going to try to get into too many details. You can see different monsters here, and I'll leave it at that. I like this monster's head in gray. That looks pretty good, really well sculpted. The actual head of Destrudos is actually really nice. I love the orange eyes. They look good. The mouth sculpted well. There's a nice darker gray at the top here, and then, you know, you see it strewn into the sculpt, you know, between the lighter grays, which is cool. You got some red paint here on these little balls. One is kind of bleeding a little bit. That's okay. Nice gold, bright gold paint on the sides here, which looks really good. Again, all this is sculpted really well. Do like it. The arms look pretty nice. I like the spikes here in like a dark red. They kind of gradiate into the purple, and then they gradiate back down the wings into the red, and at the edges of these claws. Very birdie-like. Looks pretty good. A lot of nice spikes in his legs, done in a dark purple, and then the feet done in that very familiar style of kaiju there, as well as the tail. Looking good. Looking good. This is a really, really nice piece. I do like it. It's got to be one of the better looking, and I really like the pose, by the way. Like, open-armed, looking cool. Got spikes back here and stuff. Looking really nice. I do like it a lot. Definitely one of the better ones of these. Beautiful sculpt, really nice paint. They went all out for the main baddie. For your size comparisons, here are M1 and Destrudos with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And just to point it out, like I've pointed out all the time, I just wish these were bigger. You know, they should make them, and this is pretty much the size of their aliens. It would go a long way and probably make me want to buy like the Ultra Heroes as well. As it stands, I really don't do that because I do get the Ultra action figures and the SH figure arts. And my final thoughts, I rather like these two Ultra monsters. I think they're pretty cool. M1 is very interesting, unique. The paint could be better, but it's not bad. And I do like the sculpt, and it does feel like the actual beast from the show. It does a decent job for a $5 toy of doing that. And speaking of which, for $5, man, this Destrudos packs a lot of punch into a little package. My complaint of these are always going to be the same. They're like too small and they don't really scale well with just the regular, with the rest of the like aliens and Ultramen in their small vital line there, but I do think this one turned out really, really well. A lot of detail and a surprising amount of paint. So there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. I think that concludes, except for Bolton, which I couldn't get my hands on. I don't know if I'm gonna skip at this point because I haven't been able to find it for an okay deal, and by an okay deal I mean exactly what it's worth. You know, like I think I've done all of the Ultraman Z Ultra Monsters that came out, so that's pretty cool. I do dig that. We will be getting more of these Ultra Monsters coming very, very soon, so stay tuned. If you like Ultra stuff, this is definitely the channel for you. Please subscribe and like, comment, you know, share, and all of that. Till next time, peace out, peace.